YouTube, welcome back to one of these. I've not done one of these in a while, and I forgot last year. This is it's not my FIFA predictions at all, this is my football season 2022-2023 season predictions. And one thing I really look forward to doing is at the end of the season, coming back and watching this and reacting and seeing how fucking awfully wrong I got it. So, we're first of all going to create a league table, and then at the end of it, excuse me, I'm going to explain my decision. And I think the league winners will be Manchester City yet again. I'd honestly love. I'm a realist. I'm not biased in these. I might seem it towards Liverpool, but I try and be as realistic as I can. So, league winners, Manchester City. The reason I'm putting them there is because Haaland, great signing. Calvin Phillips adds depth to a position. They got Rodri and Calvin Phillips now, great two players there in that position. Depth just is absolutely incredible. They have got such a strong team. Man City for me, not comfortably, but they'll win it. Second place, Liverpool. No two teams, no matter how much transfer business has been done, come close to those two teams at the moment. If they can prove me wrong this season, great, because it'd be a nice change to have someone else in the title race. Man City and Liverpool running away with it every year gets a little bit boring. But yeah, Núñez, everyone's slagging him off at first, but then scores 4 in a game, and you're just like, yeah, shut up. So I'm pretty happy with how Darwin Núñez is doing, and I believe he'll help. But yeah, Mane, a big loss. I think we'll stick in second, though. It is a bit of a, period, a bit of a transitional period, losing Mane, bringing in Núñez, bringing in Diaz. So we're transitioning from that OG front three. But yeah, I don't think some pundits have been writing us off. But why just give up? Stop writing us off, because we always prove you wrong. Liverpool second. Third, Arsenal. This is a bold statement, but they look good. They got great youth, and I think Arteta's how he's had an extra season with them. Towards the end of last season, they were not dropping points. They were winning games. Saka, great talent. Martinelli, great talent. Jesus, bagging goals for fun. Really good signings they're bringing in as well. Zinchenko, great player. Great addition to the team. They've Saliba, they're keeping him at the club. He's a fantastic acquisition from a few years ago, but now he looks a quality to play in the first team. Arsenal, I think they're my surprise package of the season. Fourth, another surprise, Spurs. Some great additions there, a bit more depth. Kane, Richarlison, Kane and Son been forming absolute bits. Conte is a fantastic manager. Signed Clement Lenglet and Perisic. Basuma, but more of a spine. They've done some great business, and I feel like Spurs are going to get fourth. Fifth, Chelsea. I don't rate them. I think they've got Sterling, good player, but they don't have a striker. I mean, there's still a bit of time to go from when I'm recording this in the transfer window. I'm recording this a week and a half before the season starts, because why not? But that's my predictions. I think they need a proper striker. They got rid of Lukaku. Werner, shit. Don't care what you say, shit. And they're on about offloading him. Obviously, they've signed a few good players, but they've lost Rudiger. What's a shame, but they've gained Koulibaly, similar sort of player. And they got battered 4-0 the other day by Arsenal in a friendly. I know it's only a friendly, but I'm not sure on them. I don't fully rate them. I think Arsenal have got a bit something more about them, as do Spurs. That's a big shock, because last season we were on about, Chelsea will finish. They'll be like now part of the title race with Liverpool and City, but not this season. Chelsea fifth. United, Manchester United, I'm putting them sixth. Why? Ten Hag beat Liverpool 4-0 in our first pre-season friendly. They had a week extra training, and we hit the post 3 or 4 times. We played well. We dominated large spells of the game. They just had 4 chances and 4 goals, and everyone was raving about Erik ten Hag and how great this Manchester United team is. For those people that actually watched the Liverpool-Manchester United friendly, it sounds ridiculous to say it, but we deserve something from the game. Obviously, their first team had Fernandes. They played the strongest team, and we played as kids. We played 3 teams, and they had 30 minutes each. United have got a big rebuild. I don't have a doubt that under Ten Hag, that he will be the best manager since Ferguson. In my opinion, he will. Not in one season. That team needs a lot of work. They will get it. They might prove me wrong. But this season, I feel they are too much better teams than them to beat them, if you like. I mean, they've signed Malacia and Eriksen, 2 good players, but that's it. For now, there are plenty of talks. I mean, Frankie de Jong's told them to fuck off. He don't want to join United. A couple of other teams, other players have said, nah, not Man United. They used to be the club that everyone goes to, but now it's City. Haaland straight there. Nunes, we nicked him off United. We nicked Diaz off Spurs last minute. Liverpool and City, the teams to come to. Guardiola and Klopp, the teams to come to. So yeah, Manchester United are going to finish 6th, 7th place this season. I am going for West Ham United. They had such a good season last year. I think they're solid. They've not changed the squad much. They will continue that. They're a really easy and simple one to explain. West Ham for 7th, in my opinion. 8th place, I think I'm going to go Wolves. And that's because, again, solid squad. That hasn't changed too much. Same manager, same squad. I feel like they are comfortably going to be in or around that position. I'm very happy with how they're doing as a team as well. I think they're a solid team and they'll stay there. So that is that. That's 7th and 8th being West Ham and Wolves. 9th, I'm going to put Newcastle. Made some great acquisitions. Still got some Maximan, some good signings. Botman's a great player, things like that. I feel Newcastle really need to finish there, to be honest. If they're serious about themselves with their financial takeover. So Newcastle 9th. 10th place, I am going for Leicester. Leicester last season had a bit of an off season because of injuries, and I feel like they'll be a bit, disjointed by that. They had a really tough season last season, so I'm going to put Leicester in 10th. Reluctantly, to be honest with you. In 11th, I'm going to put Aston Villa. They could finish anywhere between 6th and 16th, I think. They've got the quality there. Watkins, Ings, Coutinho, Buendia, signed some good players. Diego Carlos. They could finish much higher than 11th, to be honest with you. But, yeah, I'm going to stick with 11th for them. 12th, I'm going to put Crystal Palace. Again, solid team. Still got Zaha. Still got them solid players up front. Benteke, Mateta. That they could swap. Eze, great player. Solid. Gehi and Joachim Anderson at the back. 12th is Palace's position, in my humble opinion. 13th, I'm going Everton. They haven't improved enough. They've signed 2 defenders, both of which were relegation fodder, and one of which, James Tarkowski, as good a player as he is, he's still got relegated with Everton. So I think he will still not help that much. Good player nonetheless. 13th for Everton. There won't be in a relegation battle this year, in my opinion, but they will not be up the table as much as they'd like. They'd like top half, I know they would, but no, not for me. I don't see it. 13th for Everton. 14th, I am putting Brighton. 14th, Brighton. Again, they're an okay team. They don't wow me. They've got an okay team that I feel is good enough to stay in the Premier League. But yeah, Brighton, I feel, are going to be 14th. They aren't anything too special, in my opinion. 15th, I am putting Leeds United. I don't think they will go down. I know quite a few people think they will, but I think with how much money they've spent, if they do, they're a disgrace. And they've got a good character in the squad. They've lost Rafinha, that's a shame, but Bamford will be back fit. They've lost Phillips as well, but they've got Bamford, and they've signed a lot of players. And I hope, for their sake, that keeps them up. Will it? I'm not sure. So 15th, I am going Leeds. 16th, I am going with... 16th, I'm going with tough because I've got Brentford left, I've got Fulham, I've got Forest, I've got Southampton. I've got Brentford. Oh, sorry, Bournemouth. So 16th, who do I think's got to go down? So 16th, I'm going to put Brentford because I think Mbeumo, great player, the style of play. They've lost Christian Eriksen, what's a shame. But I'd like to think that Brentford will keep up. 17th, I'm putting 17th, I'm putting Southampton. 18th, I'm putting Fulham because I think they're just a yo-yo club. They'll go straight down. 19th, I'm putting Forest. And I think rock bottom 20th will be Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth, Forest, and Fulham, the three teams that come up, will indeed be going straight back down. Also, just as a as a outsider, I am going to say that I also believe Brentford and Southampton and Southampton, and Leeds. Although I think Leeds, it's very dependent on everything. But that's my 20 that I've just said. That's the order in which I think they're going to finish in the league this season. And now a couple of questions asked regarding the. Here we are. I've got these up. League winners, I've already said, Manchester City. Top at Christmas. See, this is an interesting one because I don't know if Liverpool are going to start on top, then falter, or if Liverpool are going to falter and then play catch up, but never actually catch up. So top at Christmas, I am going to put. I'm going to put City again. I think they'll be top at Christmas, and I think they'll be league winners. Top goal scorer, I reckon, will be Harry Kane. Everyone's looking at Darwin Núñez and Erling Haaland. I think people are forgetting about Harry Kane. He's been firing in pre-season. Him and Son have got a hell of a partnership, and I just reckon they're going to be on absolute fire this season, and they're going to fire Spurs back into the top four, and they're going to really do well under Conte this season. Top assister this year. Ooh, I'm going to go Trent Alexander-Arnold. I know it's risky with him being a right back, but De Bruyne would be up there, but I think he is prone to an injury or two. Trent seems to be fit pretty much, touch wood, and here's to God praying that he is for the majority of the season going to be fit. So I'm going to put Trent, mainly because we've got Núñez in the box now. Núñez, excuse me, as good as Mane was and Jota is. I mean, Jota's good in the air, but Núñez is very good in the air. He's very tall, and some of his crosses are going to be finding him more than ever before. And I really do think that he is going to be assisting for fun this year. He just gets better and better each year, specifically with his crossing and assists. So I'm going to put Trent as the top assister. Golden Glove. I am going to put Alisson. I think Man City are a bit more vulnerable at the back. I think they'll concede more. I think we'll be the best defensively, but I think occasionally those games that we can't quite break teams down, them annoying 0-0 draws that we occasionally have as Liverpool, is what's going to cost us the league this year. But Alisson, I do believe, will have the Golden Glove. Flop of the season, I reckon, will be club-wise Chelsea. I think they're going to flop. I don't think they'll get top four. I really don't. Player-wise, I reckon David De Gea. I think he might have a bit of a downward slope, or we could say Harry Maguire, but we know he's always going to be a flop. Or we can go for maybe a bit more of a potentially surprising flop, and I think that maybe that's a good one. Richarlison at Spurs. He cost them a lot of money, and I reckon Kane and Son are just going to absolutely do bits, and Richarlison's going to be kept on the bench. I don't think Richarlison will play loads, and if he does play loads, I don't reckon he'll score loads. He's going to be my flop of the season. player breakout season, I'm instantly going Harvey Elliott. He could have had that season last season until Pascal Struck snapped him in half. So I think Harvey Elliott's a no-brainer there. I also think Fabio Carvalho, looking forward to seeing him. That's from a Liverpool point of view. Also, that Julian Alvarez, everyone's overlooking him at Manchester City because of Erling Braut Haaland signing. Keep an eye on Julian Alvarez, the City backup striker. He might have a bit of a breakout season as well. Relegated teams, as I've just said, are going to be Forest, Fulham, Bournemouth. 3 that went up are going back down, and then the dark horse in the final of the Footy Limbs tweet. The dark horse. Obviously, I said what I said, but I also think Aston Villa. I sort of forgot about them at first, but I've swiftly remembered them again. And I think Aston Villa, when you look at the team, Buendia, Coutinho, Leon Bailey, Watkins, Ings, good youth players coming through, Digne right back, Matty Cash left back, Diego Carlos, Tyrone Mings, backup of Callum Chambers. They've got a good squad, Aston Villa. Don't be surprised to see if Gerrard works his wonders there. And they might be a bit of a dark horse. People forget about them, bit of a surprise package. But yeah, that's my full Premier League table review, as well as the ideas that I think are going to be the flops and show stars of the season. I shall come back to this in due course, and we shall see at the end of the season when I watch myself watch this, see if I was right. So thank you very much for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think is going to be the Premier League final table. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe, take care, and I shall see you soon. Bye bye.